Hello, differential theorem. What was our demand? Differential theorem. This is the first theorem. So, in this theorem, I have tried to explain in short, very clear. You need so many videos to understand it because so many things are there. So, just this is the first video. If f is a function such that y is equal to fu, f is a function such that y is equal to fu, that means u is a y is a function of u. Okay, u is x and fu, which is equal to y, will be y, right? So fu, y will on y axis and u will be on x axis, is differential, function of u and u is equal to gx. Okay, this is the differential function of u, and u again is a function of x. Okay, u itself is a function of x, which is u is equal to gx, is a differential function of x such that the composite function of y is equal to function of gx. Y is equal to function of gx, or y is equal to f of gx. Why? It was y is equal to fu and u is equal to gx. So we could write at the place of u gx. So again it has become y is a function of gx, is a differential function of x. Then what? This we have to prove. Dy upon dx will be equal to dy upon du into du upon dx. You will not think like they will do the cross multiplication, right? This is the calculus. There are so many things. You are from maths background. You will be able to understand it easily. So y is equal to f of u and u is equal to gx, which is given. Y is equal to f of u and u is equal to gx. Then y will be equal to f of gx as u is gx. So we can write y is equal to f of gx. Let delta x be small changes in x. Let delta x be small changes in x. So what? The rate of change is differentiation. Okay, rate of change is the differentiation. So delta x means, if like x is 5 centimeter, so delta x will be 0.0005 centimeter. Okay, approximate 0 means little less, more than 0. So this is the delta x changes. So this changes has come, and delta u and delta y will be small changes in u and y. Of course, if changes will be in x, then y also will be changed. So we have what? Delta y upon delta x. Delta y upon delta x is rate of change. Okay, rate of change. So we can what? Split it. We can write delta y upon delta x as delta y upon delta u. To prove this theorem, we can write our known delta y upon delta u into delta u upon delta x. Meaning is same. This value will be equal to this. There's no problem. We can write unknown. Taking limit. Now we have to take limit. And now what is limit? To understand, you have to watch so many videos. Not so many videos. 2-3 videos will be clear. Okay, 2-3 videos. What is limit? Okay, and what is delta? Okay, what is means the concept of differentiation and integration. You need so many videos. At least 4-5 videos, then you will understand. So what? Taking limit on both sides, delta x tends to 0. What? Delta x tends to 0. So limit delta x tends to 0. What? Limit delta x tends to 0. Delta y upon delta x is equal to limit delta x tends to 0 delta y upon delta u into limit x tends to 0 delta u upon delta x. Because we are taking limit both sides, so we have to write here and here also. What? Now u is equal to gx. U is equal to gx and delta x tends to 0, then delta u also will tends to 0. What? If u is equal to gx and delta x tends to 0, so delta u also tends to 0 as delta x tends to 0. Okay, so what? Limit delta x tends to 0, delta y upon delta x, limit x tends to 0, delta x tends to 0, delta y upon delta x will be equal to limit delta u, limit delta x, this is both side, limit delta x tends to 0, delta y upon delta u into limit delta x tends to 0, delta u upon delta x. So what? Both side is here also, here is okay because delta x tends to 0, here delta x, but here this is delta u and this is x tends to limit x tends to 0, delta x tends to 0. So we have to solve this also. Now what? We can write limit delta u tends to 0 from there, from this thing, as what? U is equal to gx. So we can write delta u tends to 0 also from this. So what we can write? Delta y upon delta u will be equal to dy by du. This we can write. This we can write. Why we can write? I can explain it to you next video if you want. But we can write, and this also we can write, limit delta x tends to 0 will be delta u delta x will be equal to du by dx. Hence proved. We got both. Okay, in short, we got both. Now easily we can write here, limit delta x tends to 0, limit delta x tends to 0, delta y upon delta x will be equal to du dy upon du into du by dx, which is what? Finite and exist, which is what? Finite and exist. And same thing we have to prove. What? This should be fine. This is what? Finite and exists. Okay, then what? Limit x tends to 0, delta y upon delta, same thing. There is no need to write because further some more things are there, but till there this is enough to understand. Same thing we have to prove. And apart from this is just starting. If you want more videos, just you can tell me. I can make a video for all the topic. Okay, I can make video of all the topic for you. I can send you. Maybe you will not be understand this because I have done this from my camera,